On the table today at Squirrel Stampede, you won't believe this, but we have both the Scarlet and Violet Elite Trainer boxes on table. How many Pachirisus can we find? Pachirisus jumping from boxes. I hear there's some really cool Pachirisu cards inside, but there's also some other great new cards like new X cards and new Tera cards and new illustration cards. Just all sorts of newness packed in with Scarlet and Violet finally on the table. As long as we can find Pachirisus, Skwovets, and Greedents, I'm happy. So let's begin to open some of these up, see what we can find, how much we can catch them all.
Squirrel Stampede!
There you can see both Scarlet and Violet Elite Trainer boxes on the table. What do you think we're gonna pull today? It's going to be so crazy to have two Elite Trainer boxes on table. Actually, we already sort of know what's in the Scarlet, as we could not wait and open those up pretty much the day of launch. But today, I know nothing of what is inside Violet. So we'll start with Violet, and then we'll go back through with some of the best cards we found in the Scarlet box. Pretty reflective package with some gold leafing on there. See if I can get it to reflect for you. Look at that. There's Miraidon on the cover there. And if you recall, I did go with Pokemon Violet for Nintendo Switch, and I'm still kind of actually where I left off last time, at the fountains. I need to get playing again. Okay, what's in our box? Of course, we've got the player's guide. Anything interesting to share in here? I think there's a couple things that are really quite cool. There's our 3 new starter Pokemon. Don't ask me how to pronounce their names, the most twisted of names ever. And there we go, welcome to the Pokemon TCG Scarlet and Violet Expansion. So Pokemon cards are going back to the X cards instead of the V cards this time. There's also some Tera Pokemon X's in there to look for. That'll be exciting. Illustration rare cards. There's some very nice full card art pieces in here. And then meet newly discovered Pokemon like Meowscarada, Skeledridge, and Quaquaval, if I can even say those right. Help me out. So yeah, lots of fun and interesting things to look for inside. Now the cards that I would really like to find, there are a few in here that are quite terrific. We'll start with Plant, and then there's several interesting plant Pokemon. Then on over to Fire. The Arcanine X would be a really fun one to see. Slowpoke, I haven't seen Slowpoke in a while. This new Wiglet character looks quite cute and amusing. And right here, this is what I'm looking for, a Pachirisu! So there is Pachirisu in this first box, and in fact, I think there is some more in here, if I can find. There we are, Squovet and Greedent. Gotta see these two again, yay! I love Squovet and Greedent. We'll be looking for those too. And getting to the rare cards here, there's some of the illustration rare cards. They are very interesting, full card art of interesting situations. I love the Slowpoke where he's just sitting on the road here. What do you think of that? That's pretty funny. I like that one a lot. I hope to find that one sometime. So we'll continue through. And there we go. There's some more full card, beautiful art. Look at these pictures. Oh, and there it is, right there, right in front of me. Pachirisu, double Pachirisu, triple, quadruple. There's quadruple 4 Pachirisus in this shot. It is absolutely beautiful. Hope to find that one. That's the card of the pack in my opinion. So keep an eye out for that one. And again, just beautiful cards. Now we're getting into the ultra rare cards where things really begin to start to pop. Very interesting cards in a couple different forms. Now we're going even higher with gold. There's Miraidon and Koraidon. They're again in gold. What fun would be finding one of those. And finally, packs to find in special packs. Over here in this box, we have found the Koraidon from, that was Scarlet. So we'll get to Scarlet too. We'll find out what's in our purple box now. You gotta wonder what's in here. So all the basics again. We got some pretty dice. We've got some, wow, look at these. They're like extra reflective this time. A little bit of fire, a little bit of goop. And I think there's 9. I think they give you 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I'm not mistaken, this time around, I think they've raised the price about, what, 50 cents to $1 per each one of these packs, but you get a guaranteed shiny something, right? And a guaranteed something more rare, I think. Okay, so we've got some dividers here. We've got, oh, a bunch of new energy cards there. And okay, here we go. There you can see Miraidon from the Violet pack and Koraidon from the Scarlet pack. Funny, did they switch them? No, they got it right. So there we got these two special cards included with the trainer boxes. So that's what you get specially with a trainer box. Hey, what are you guys doing back there with those sleeves? So we have some special Miraidon sleeves for your cards, and now we can begin. We can begin to see what we're going to find in the Scarlet Violet expansion. So excited there right in the front. Koraidon ready to cycle through. Going to find out. So exciting to get to a new series finally. It felt like an extra year or something to get to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do that right? I have no idea. I didn't. We're gonna start out with a Flittle, a hollow reverse Flittle. I spent the last couple days trying to figure out what's new and what's not new, and I've just completely confused my mind. So you'll have to tell me what is really new sometimes. Ooh. A Bombardier illustration card, I believe. Looking good. That's quite fun. And a Houndstone in hollow. So I think you're guaranteed at least something this good in each pack. Now we'll see as we go through what is our strongest card. Basic Energy, Capsicid, Alamomola, that's a fun one to say, Pomo, and Toadschool. A couple more here. Zangoose and Stonejourner. Stonejourner, always fun. And Penny. So there's our first group. I'm not the best at identifying the best cards, but I think the Houndstone, the Bombardier, and the Reverse Flittle were the best cards of this pack, and they're quite shiny and cool. No Skwovet though. We've got to find a Skwovet. That must be a shiny Gyarados right on the front there. Oh, I almost had Gyarados on the screen today. Where is he? Oh, taking out Mr. Mime. There's our old school Mega Constructs Gyarados. You know, I just found a Magikarp recently at a local canal playing Pokemon Go. So maybe I'll build one of those there. So, let's just not even mix them up, see how they come out directly from pack. Varoom, that's interesting art. A little bit cloggy and smoggy. Clauncher, I swear I fought a Clauncher at the canal too. A Skidoo, Skidoo's pretty cute. Quaxley, one of our first starter Pokemon to start with, our first starter Pokemon. So that's kind of a cool card for us just because we can see our starter Pokemon. Cacturne, and that one is kind of interesting. I think I've caught the basic form of that. Mesagoza, Trainer Stadium, a Mesagoza. That's where I think I currently am stuck, right? With the fountains in Sword and Shield. I have not got out of there yet. I need to play and go on to the next level. I think I've got about, 3 gym badges, 3 of the Titans caught. Heracross, and now we're going to get to something interesting. Lucario in a reverse shiny hollow. Nice, Lucario. I like Lucario. Ooh, I see something cool back there. Rare Candy. Houndstone in a hollow, full hollow Houndstone. That's cool. So far we're seeing, oh wait, that's what I saw before. I knew he looked familiar. I'm like, I got a little confused because of the pack we had opened the day before. So another Houndstone, which is still a great card, and a Basic Energy, and that's where we're at. I guess that'll throw you a little bit, is that the perimeter of these hollows have a shininess to it. So you see that shiny and you're like, oh, it's going to be a full card art. Turns out just to be a rare hollow, but still very neat. Alright, so we'll put these guys, Quaxley, in my pile of greatness so far. Those are my favorites so far. And Mr. Mime's okay. So far, some good cards we are seeing. Alright, let's see if I can pronounce this better the second time. Alomomola. Very cute fish. Pomo. Toadschool. Rotom. Forestress. Rocky Helmet. Lots of new interesting gear. Here's a tough one. Mabostiff. Mabostiff. Very ferocious. Anyone have a dog like that? Yikes, those are some sharp teeth. What a great illustration. And what do we have? Anything really interesting? A switch. Kind of like a Twitch. Zangoose in reverse hollow. A Zangoose. That's kind of fun. Almost squirrel-like. Slowbro. Slowbro is here. Hey, isn't that a Slowbro back there today? What is Slowbro doing here? Very nice. That's a great one. That's in hollow. I like that one. That's a fun find. So Slowbro, looking good. Great art. Really reflective. I'll take one of those for sure. And some Basic Energy. Okay, Slowbro goes back to the pile of coolness. What do you think so far? Pretty good? I'm liking these cards. Oh, I guess we'll put this guy back here too, because he's got a little shine. Alright, how do I say this one? Satoodle Catoodle, I think it's new, kind of snowy. Magikarp. You always gotta have a Magikarp in a new series to start things off, right, Gyarados? A Magnemite, and pretty good artwork on that one. Look at the wind storm at the wind towers there. Very breezy. Energy Switch, Ultra Ball, Espathra, that's a funny looking emu. Arven, we've talked with Arven quite a bit in games so far. King, I can't say this whatever because it's like two different ways. King Ambit or Kin Gambit or King Gambit. Can you just say that and run that all together? That's a tough one to say. And then it's a reverse holo. A reverse holo. So that's a good card for the day. A Sandile, also reverse holo. So two very interesting. Oh, there we go. Arcanine X. And it's our first Tera Pokemon X card, Arcanine X. Look at that. Look at the shininess, the crystallineness of the illustration. Almost feels like it's going to shatter the card as he's pawing out of the frame. Absolutely terrific looking. So I think there's two Tera Pokemon X cards out there. Gyarados is also out there, which we may or may not surprisingly have. So what a great card. I think the best card so far today, maybe? And more plant energy. I'm guessing the Bombardier card, the illustration card, is our best card of the day. But Arcanine X Tera is probably the more interesting one. Alright, you three starter Pokemon packs, what do we got in here? Krokorok, Mankey, Squawkabilly, love the Elvis hair, Capsakid, Greedent! Whoop, whoop, whoop. We found a Greedent! Oh, and it's so cute. Look at he's running away with all those treats. Oh, it's so adorably cute. If only we could find this like in holo or shiny that's available. I can't remember. I don't think so yet. That, though, is my favorite card so far of the day, right? Greedent! I played Greedent all the way through in Sword and Shield. We got really far together. Crocodile, Flamingo, Stonejourner, a reverse holo of Stonejourner, and I like the art. It's very kind of realistic on that one. Oh, there we go. A Kirlia, an illustration rare, our second illustration rare card of the day. Not the most exciting illustration rare card. I want to find Slowpoke on the streets, or those Pachirisus, of course. But maybe we can trade this somehow for a Pachirisu. Anyone want to trade? Let me know if you want to trade this for a Pachirisu. A lot of color actually in this card. It's quite pretty. It's got a lot of color, so it is a very cool card. Koraidon! Is that holo? I think that's holo. Couldn't tell if that was holo reverse or no. Okay, I see some shine in there. There's some shine, so I've got a Koraidon card. Very nice. Look at the perimeter there, the way it shines. It's a really cool feature on these new cards for this year. And basic energy. Ooh, kind of led that one up. So those were very worthy picks, especially that Koraidon. We're finding some cool things. Back to the Gyarados pack. Our second starter Pokemon, Sprigatito. I can never say this one right. It sounds like Spaghetti-O. Sprigatito. Did not choose this one. We went with, Fuecoco, if I can even say that right. Did I say that right? Oh, we'll get back to that. I don't even know how to say my own starter Pokemon's name. That's how complicated these feel this time. Flittle. Seviper. Always a creepy snake. Houndour. Mabostafif. Again, we remember this guy we looked at earlier with the teeth. Crazy. Oinkalone. I think that's a new character. Quite sad. He's Oinkalone. Spiritomb. It's kind of creepy. And, okay, here we got some stuff here. Keep going off focus here. Flittle with a reverse holo. Flitto, Psychic. And we've got a Seviper. Is that a full? I have the hardest time with some of the full. I think that's just reverse. That's not a full holo. And finally, a double rare Toxicroak X. Oh my, look at that poison. Nasty plot. And a Toxic Ripper. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During your Pokemon checkup, put 6 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. Great looking card art. kind of our first full card art X of the day, I think, right? We've seen a lot of illustration rares, but not just a full card art of an X, of a Pokemon X. Looking good. And under there, we've got some basic fire. Basic fire. The energy at the end always just kind of goes, wah, wah. No Pachirisus yet, though. Maybe this is the deck. Alright, we start with Lechonk. Starly. Oh, I love the claymation-esque of that one. A Tarantula. Always creepy. A Wattrel. I believe this one's a new electric Pokemon. Wattrels. Torkoal. Breloom. Kilowattrel. There we go. A couple Wattrel series. That's kind of fun and new and different. At least I think they're new. Croagunk. Oh, good. There's Croagunk and Toxicroak. These two go together. Good deal. And it's a reverse holo. Very cool. So it's kind of like themed really well to this one. Pokeball in reverse holo. And a Kingambit. A Kingambit in holo. So fun one. A really cool one, as we had tried to pronounce earlier. I like this kind of card. It's cool. And basic energy. Okay, moving along. 2 more packs to go. I feel the Pachirisu odds going up. Houndoom you do. That's quite cool and creepy art of the dog of the nether. Fido, Scatterbug, Driftloon. Pretty sure I caught one of these in Go. Flamingo, Forestress, Rocky Helmet, Greavard, a Graveyard, kind of like a graveyardish dog of psychicness, big fluffy mouth fur, very cute. That is a holo reverse. And Chansey, also a holo reverse. Chansey's quite cool to see back in the mix. Trying to keep my focus, it's all weird today. Indeedee, an Indeedee holo, that's so cute. I feel like there's a theme. I'm pulling a lot of cutesy cards, like Indeedee, this Kirlia, and this Bombardier, all very cutesy. I got the cutesy pack, I think. Except for maybe, there's the basic energy plant, except for maybe the Toxicroak back there. That's not too cute about getting poisoned. Okay, last pack of cards. Here we go. There's the 3 again. Fuecoco we have not seen yet out of the first starter 3, so maybe that'll be our final. We'll find out. Skidoo is back. Skidoo, Quaxly, so we have our second Quaxly of the day. Squovet! We found a Squovet! Well, now I think our work is done here. We found both Greedent and Squovet today, so that's all I'm really looking for. Of course, Pachirisu, but you know, that's going to be some crazy odds. Squovet is here, so adorably cute, filling up already to be a Greedent. I'm excited on our last pack of Squovet. That's so cool. A Charcadet, a Dachshund. That one's really cute if anyone's a Dachshund fan, a Dachshund. Tatsuguri, am I saying that right? Very cute. Scovillain. Oh, like if you're one who likes hot peppers. Citacobra in reverse. I think we saw that one. Did we see this one in reverse? Feels like we have. Ooh, slipping up. Jolive in reverse. And our final card, Dondozo. That's a weird one to finish off, but it is a full holo, so kind of fun there. Fun holo card for the series and basic energy. Okay, so that's what I've discovered in my Violet Elite Trainer box. Obviously, Greedent and Squovet, my favorite too, even though they're pretty much common. The Arcanine X card is probably the coolest looking card of the group because of the Tera. Toxicroak X, a nice find. Couple illustration cards are really interesting. Lots of reverse holos in here. That's a good pile of reverse holos to go through. Always brightens up a book, shines it up. Couple starter Pokemon. Still looking for Fuecoco, my starter Pokemon, so that's kind of odd. But I'm sure I'll eventually run into one. Okay, so what did we find in our Scarlet box? Kind of clear the deck a little bit here. Slowbro was cool too. Alright, so I got a big deck of cards here from our Scarlet box. Still have 2 packs to open. This is what is it, 7, 8, 9, so 7 packs here. Sprigatito was one that we thought was cool, but now we have one, so we have another. Florgato, okay, so we've got an evolution. Spigaratio Teato, which I still can't say. I swear they're super tongue twisters this time, so Florgato is a evolution. We did find a Crocolore though, and this is actually who I currently am using in Switch. I have not evolved past a Crocolore yet, so that was kind of a cool find, and it was a reverse. Another Mastiff, oh that will go with the dog with the big teeth, and that's a holo reverse. Torkoal, holo reverse. Floette, holo reverse. Lechunk, holo reverse. Penny! We've got a trainer card. So there's Penny. Penny is that very shy character that's helping us out a little bit in gameplay. So that is a 2 silver star card, which is a ultra rare. So that's a very good find. There we go. There's a Gyarados X card to go along with our Arcanine X. That's why Gyarados is back there today. So these 2 cards are really welcome finds in our trainer boxes. Very cool. Tera Cards, new stuff this time around. A Great Tusk X card! I like all the little sparkle star blasts throughout this card. Looks terrific. This one very kind of cool, like Toxicroak X. Just kind of a really cool Pokemon to have in your EX X cards, however you pronounce. Quackwoval. There's a upgraded Quackly, if I got that right. I get this guy wrong all the time. A Bommy reverse. A Wiglet in reverse. A Cloth, a holo Cloth, looking pretty cool. I like the crab look shine. The shine is kind of behind the crab, so that's kind of neat. Haldoom, Professor Research in reverse. A Stariva in reverse. A Clauncher. A Miraidon. We found both Koraidon and Miraidon now in holo, so that's another 2 double set of good finds of both boxes. So pretty interesting. You get a couple trainer boxes and you're able to kind of collect those somewhat randomly, but there they are. Ultra Ball, Ratom in reverse, Meowscarada in reverse, or no, that's a full holo card, so that's a good one to find. Your starter Pokemon. Blycey, Youngster, I think we're now just getting into gear and things. Pokegear, Team Star Grunt, they're such a pain. Judge, Zangoose, so now we're really starting to see a lot of Jacques, a lot of repeats. Arvin again, basic energy, a lot of energy. Yeah, so I think a lot of these. Deadeye, I don't know if we saw that earlier. Fido, Tandemaus, Bombardier, we found Bombardier, a holo illustration card, so this is Bombardier's basic card. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much... Oh, Floatzel was pretty cool. I like Floatzel. Kind of like a squirrel in the water. I'm not really sure what a Floatzel is yet, but I gotta learn more. That one's quite cute. Mareep, Sandile. So yeah, I think we found Bruxish. I think we found a good assortment to share today with you. And I hope you found some pretty neat, interesting tidbits in my great Pokemon pronunciation. And yes, I have two more packs from our Scarlet box. I'm going to hold those for a YouTube short. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something really cool, so keep an eye out for a YouTube short. So now, if anyone's out there and wants to trade with me, I will definitely trade you this Kirlia, this beautiful Kirlia card, for a Pachirisu. Yeah, give me an ultra rare Pachirisu. I'd be all there for you, so that's my trade offer. I don't know. One more time at some of the best cards of the day. Really like those Tera Cards with Arcanine X and Gyarados X. Looking great, they match together well. Illustration cards are pretty interesting, not the most exciting ones, but they are interesting. Koraidon and Miraidon cards looking good. And of course, Penny was a great find. And there we go, Meowscarada and Quackwoval holo cards. Those are actually two really cool cards to see. Not sure if I really showed those enough. So those are fun finds. Slowbro and a few other holo cards in there. So great look overall. Lots of reverse holos. There's a deck of reverse holos. And not to forget the Miraidon and the Koraidon special cards with the trainer boxes. So lots of great cards to start with the official launch of Scarlet and Violet. Gotta catch them all. So there we go with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What do you think? I think we pulled some pretty interesting things out of both Elite Trainer boxes. If you liked today's video, please give us a squike, squirrelibe, squamment when you're ready to trade your Squovet cards for that, whatever, that weird illustration card I pulled. Thanks so much for watching. That's what I have to say about that.